What if I told you a man once declared himself the Emperor of the United States and no one stopped him? In fact, they supported him with respect, free meals, and even royal parrots. This is not fiction. This is the incredible true story of Joshua Abraham Norton, San Francisco's one and only emperor. Joshua Norton was born in England in 1818 but raised in South Africa. By the 1840s, he moved to San Francisco, full of ambition, and for a time, it worked. He became a wealthy real estate investor and made a name for himself. But in 1852, he made one bad bet. He tried to corner the rice market during a famine, buying it at high prices. But then, ships full of rice arrived. The price collapsed. He went bankrupt and vanished from the business world, humiliated. Most people wouldn't have given up at this time, but Norton did something nobody actually expected. Later in 1859, he walked into the office of San Francisco's Bulletin and handed them a rare proclamation. It read, "At the peremptory request of a large majority of the citizens, I declare myself Emperor of the United States." They printed it. And just like that, Emperor Norton I was born. But here's the wild part. People actually loved it. Logos and newspapers played along. He wore a blue military coat with golden epaulets. He inspected streets. Restaurants gave him free meals. He printed his own imperial currency. And surprisingly, shops accepted it. He even issued decrees to fix the nation. One of them, the US Congress shall be dissolved immediately. A joke, sure, but also a statement. Norton's proclamations weren't all crazy. He demanded equal rights for all, black, white, rich, poor. He stood up against anti-Chinese hate when it was dangerous to do so. He called for a bridge and tunnel to connect Auckland and San Francisco, ideas that would become the Bay Bridge and bars many decades later. He was strange, but he saw the future. And while the government never acknowledged him, the people did. He became a local celebrity, a walking symbol of humor, wisdom, and rebellion. Unfortunately, in 1880, Emperor Norton collapsed on the street and died shortly after. In his pockets, no money, just letters, proclamations, and dreams. But when news of his death spread, the city mourned. Over 10,000 people attended his funeral, one of the largest in San Francisco's history. Even the San Francisco Chronicle wrote, Norton was, in the eyes of the world, mad, but in the hearts of the people, noble. So, who was Emperor Norton? A madman? A genius? Maybe both. But more importantly, he was a reminder that power doesn't always come from titles. Sometimes it comes from belief. Joshua Norton lost everything: money, status, dignity. But by dreaming out loud and living boldly, he became a legend. And even today, he is remembered as a symbol of what San Francisco once was: wild, weird, and wonderfully free. Sometimes to make history, you just have to declare yourself emperor. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's forgotten stories, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Past Unlocked. I'll be back with more mysteries and legends that time almost forgot.